Good Thursday morning, South Carolina weather watchers. I'm your meteorologist, Jesse Peterson, and let's go in and talk about the weather for your Thursday. Starting off, what is going on right now throughout the entire state of South Carolina? Well, right now, seems like that there are actually some isolated showers going on right now, rather it be throughout parts of the upstate, parts of the low country, PD areas. I mean, we have rainfall starting to go on, and it's not really too heavy rainfall, mainly on the lighter side for the most part, but going on near like Holly Hill, King Street, Florence, going on just to the west of Travelers Rest in Greenville, near Pickens and Salem. But everybody else, dry. We're not really looking for anything. A little shower down there near Beaufort and Port Royal as well. If we go on and look at what's going on throughout the entire U.S., though, you can see that we do, in fact, have some rainfall and mixed precipitation, snowfall, all that stuff going on. You have rainfall over here in Kentucky, West Virginia, North Carolina, Virginia. Also down here inside of Georgia, we have some rainfall. Missouri getting in on some rainfall, with even some rainfall going on in northern Indiana, northwestern Ohio, and southern Michigan. Some snowfall also going on up here inside of eastern, or at least northeastern, Minnesota, as well as parts of southern Minnesota getting in on some snowfall as well. Snowfall also going on over here inside of South Dakota, Nebraska, and then also over here in Washington and California, just getting a brute force of high elevation snowfall and low elevation rainfall. So there are more areas that probably could be talked about, but you don't want to spend too long on just talking about current conditions. Looking at now our cloud cover for right now, looks like for the most part cloud cover is over the state. I mean, everybody is receiving cloud cover at this time. Even if you go into cloud cover for your future, I mean, it just looks like that cloud cover will continue to kind of move its way out. I mean, here's 2 o'clock p.m. right here on Thursday. You move all the way to 4 o'clock p.m. on Thursday, moving all the way to 6 o'clock on Thursday. I mean, you just continue to see cloud cover activity just continue to move its way off to the east. Now, there will be some cloud cover behind it. Here's Thursday at 11 o'clock p.m. Here's 12 o'clock in the morning Friday. Cloud cover will be pushing in behind it. So we will continue to see these cloudy conditions as we go all the way throughout Friday. Now, what about for our current temperatures? Current temperatures right now, you have around a good 63 in Somerville, as well as 61 in Charleston, 62 in Beaufort, and 60 in Hilton Head Island, 62 in Orangeburg, and 62 in Georgetown, 61 also inside of Murray's Inlet, and 62 in Conway, 59 in North Myrtle Beach and Myrtle Beach, as well as 61 in Florence and Hartsville, 62 Lugoff, Columbia, 61 in Newberry and Greenwood, 60 in Lawrence, Union, York, Rock Hill, Spartanburg at 60, and then Clemson and Greenville both at 59. Air quality for today, it seems like for the most part that we do have a little moderate area of air quality. Now, that's not necessarily unhealthy for sensitive groups yet, but it's right in between the good and the unhealthy. And actually, that contains a good amount of the state. So, if you're not covered, you're in the good category. You really have nothing to worry about. If you're in the yellow, still nothing really to worry about, but not good. And when I say not good, I mean not like the best category. Not like not good, like, oh, you gotta worry and all that kind of stuff. Now, what about for your high temperatures? High temperatures for today seem to be around 74 in Greenville, 74 in Spartanburg, as well as 74 in Rock Hill, 77 in Sharon, 76 in Dillon, 76 in Florence, as well as 77 in Sumter, 79 in Columbia, 79 in Aiken, 79 in Bournville, as well as Orangeburg, 76 in Kingstree, 76 in Moncks Corner, 78 in Walterboro, 69 in Charleston, 71 Georgetown, 68 also inside of Myrtle Beach, and 70 in Hilton Head Island. Wind for today, winds are actually going to be more on the breezier side today. You'll see winds around 8 to 10-ish miles per hour at the lowest, with higher amounts going all the way to around 15-ish miles per hour. You'll see wind gusts getting all the way up from around 20 miles an hour, potentially even more to 25, close to 30 miles per hour at times. And then in terms of your rainfall, your total precipitation amount that goes all the way throughout today and tomorrow, which I think honestly should be spread out a little bit more, but that's just me, goes throughout the upstate with a 100th of an inch to a 10th of an inch going for most of the state, maybe even a 10th of an inch to a quarter of an inch as well going on for that Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina tri-state area. Crazy score for today. We are at a 24. Why are we at a 24? Well, number one, it's going to be cloudy. That's going to really add some pressure to that score to move up. Same thing with breezy conditions. We're seeing gusts 25, maybe even close to 30 miles per hour. So definitely that's also something that's going to push that score up. And there's also that slight chance of that spotty light shower activity as well. No thunderstorms though, no severe weather, nothing like that. We look at thunderstorm risk for today, nothing. Fire weather, nothing. Excessive rainfall, nothing. So we're good throughout these areas. So let's go in and look at the models. We're going to start off here at 9 o'clock in the morning. As we go in and push this forward, you can already see showers already going on by 9 a.m. Throughout parts of the Midlands, parts of the Low Country, parts of the Upstate, and that's what is currently going on. You push all the way into 11 to 12 o'clock p.m., almost the same story here. You have rainfall going on in the Upstate, rainfall going on in the Low Country, in the Grand Strand areas as well. And that will just continue as you go throughout the afternoon, going throughout the 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock p.m. time frame. And even as you go all the way to around 6 to maybe even 7 o'clock p.m., you can start to see that isolated shower activity starting to kind of go down a little bit more, and that coverage starting to go down a little bit more as well. And then we actually dry out a good bit as we go, past 7 o'clock. Once we get to around 7 o'clock forward, all the way to like 12 o'clock in the morning, we actually stay pretty dry. So we'll end off the day being actually nice and dry. But before that, light showers and maybe even a little moderate shower or two is possible, for sure. And so that's pretty much all I have to say here. Make sure that if you've not hit the like button yet, go ahead and do so. Also hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 800 subscribers. 800. Share with your friends, your family members, your acquaintances, people that you don't even talk to like that, because it really does help us grow. But that's all that I have to say. Make sure that you tune back in tonight, 9 o'clock p.m. for your Thursday evening forecast update. Also, make sure that you tune back in tomorrow morning for your Friday morning forecast update. We'll be talking about the drop monitor tonight, so make sure that you're there. Hit those two buttons before you leave if you're new.